Alright. Gonna get started. Because I need to get through the new story content. Hopefully get through the first dungeon. Before we start doing the normal raids. So we are going to be doing the normal raids. I'm probably going to get to the normal trial and the dungeon today. What order that comes in is to be seen. But regardless. Put my new stuff on. You know what? No, I want to look cool. I guess I can still look cool with my new stuff. It hasn't been melded yet. Anyway. Where do I go? Back to rods, that makes so I should be seeing the dungeon and the EX trial and the normal trial, the normal raids today. Massive performance hit here. Give it to Megaduta. Get away from all the people. God is struggling a little bit. Get me in a cutscene. Also, please be a voice cutscene, because I don't remember the voices I used for these people. No! Jin, it's good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlene? We've yet to hear from your stroller regarding her search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Estinian has such an excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... Hello again, Zero. Been a while. For me, not for you. Something the matter? No. Jin paid us a visit and I was apprising her of recent developments, or lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? She's gonna go eat. Does she eat like a normal person, or does she still have to suck aether from people? Yes, Zero, I would. I would like to come with you. A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. Myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. Will you accompany us, of course? Or you will accompany us, of course. Yeah, of course I will. There's an errand around the bazaar. Alright. What kind of errands does a void scent have? Yeah, I'm really trying to figure that out now. What kind of errands does the void scent have? Oh, the lag! Run away! Run away from the lag! Can I? Nope. I already have it set to custom. I'm picking up some more spice. Marie told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. Sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us can keep up with her. That's pretty good. Why am I a stinkum, Zelen? With just the spices they normally have on hand, the main can't quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Other than variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend in with Mr. Zero's usual. It'll help to keep things interesting, what do you say? Okay. Cultivated spices peer out from the hempen sacks. Lustrous crimson, aromatic black corns, little red husks, coarse yellow flakes. Let's go with crimson. Powder is hot just to look at. It will likely induce a healthy sweat when consumed. Fine choice, don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. You may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considerate to sample the spice in her presence. Was it in my inventory? Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it. You tentatively place some of the spice in your tongue, a veritable blaze engulfs your mouth. That will suffice then. A pleasure, Mr. Zero, and to give Mareed my regards. I took like a month off streaming. I'm going the wrong way. But I've been back with a couple of things recently. I'll definitely be streaming all of our progression attempts at least. There's so many people.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it.
Is that a good idea? I know you guys can handle spice, but...
Not only for your companions, but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
I can handle spice personally. But I'm used to I'm more used to like Spanish spices. Well, Spanish and Mexican. I'm not as used to like Eastern and Indian spices, which I've heard can be very different. And hotter in a different way. I'm gonna say a touch milder. Even though technically it's not, you know, more fun.
Understood. Please make yourselves comfortable.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzatan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body.
Excuse me?
Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods. Which
Varjan, explain that. Explain to me how hot foods can cool the body. I don't, that doesn't make any sense.
All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper. While
Yeah, I
maintaining
guess so. It still seems weird though.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
I don't think most people have the capability of trading in ether.
This land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home.
At least not freely.
And the people of Radzat-Han, my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation. And naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home.
Fine now.
Lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself, as I told Rubicante. As I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
Have you unlocked the normal raids yet?
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is going on?
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake.
That is very red.
It is not for the faint of heart.
That is very red.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Sisters have mercy.
It burns! It burns!
What is good? What what are these movements that he's making?
To better maintain the facade, the alchemist ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, Zero's curry reached the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come, let's replenish our ether.
Zero's great. The amount of people on the ground in the background. That's so good.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merit prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
I wonder if they're going to be on the ground still when we leave the cutscene. Masquerade has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you are ready to face them head on and with feeling. Warmed and invigorated by a bowl of hot curry. Oh, they're not on the ground. That would have been so good if they were still on the ground. That was still funny regardless. I wonder if that buff has like any actual tangible benefit. Funny if it did. Then you just return. I'll be happy to escort you. My CPU usage.
Are you there? We've brought something for you.
My CPU usage jumps up to like 40% when that many people are around. Normally it idles like around 13. Are you okay, Justinian? Do you need some help? Uh-oh. You're giving people too much ammo.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
They're giving the community way too much ammo here. Twitter is gonna be a mess.
I prefer my squid dried, but I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks.
Twitter is gonna be a disaster. Cook some eggs on those abs.
His absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Look, I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying this is dangerous territory they're entering.
Shall
Stop
we
it.
disrobe as well?
No!
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I'm sure.
Hush, Ellen. This is not that kind of website. There's mods for that if you really need to.
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Urianger's assistance.
Y'shtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Azhdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Cool. So what exactly is our plan here?
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Azhdaya are on the moon of the 13th.
Right.
Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
Do the Loporrits have the technology?
Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th.
just leads us to a completely different reflection. Oh, hello, welcome to the 5th.
Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Urianger's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with Harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage.
Curious as to why the moon makes a difference there.
The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether.
We have a dragon.
After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiark. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the Star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Something tells me that things are going to not go quite as planned. Just because that's how things always work in video games. It's gonna look like it's working, and then it's going to betray us somehow. Our own plans, that is, not any people. Stuff. You don't know that. No, it's not just the most common video game trope in existence. If I may, Bergamot to exchange a vessel for its grown counterpart is in the keeping of alchemists, the High Crusade. How many? 3? Thither and thence begin our journey. Urianger, why do you have to talk like this? I love you, man, but come on. Things are looking up. They are. Which is exactly why it's not going to work in our favor. On the contrary, I'm always looking up. A nice sword. What is that? Replica Blades Justice. Okay. Cool. Ah, that's not gonna be voiced, is it? Nope. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Y'shtola's plan in greater detail. Uh-oh. Greater detail from Urianger. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorum, that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. The first is the procurement of substantial quantity of aether and subsequent delivery of it unto the Tower of Babel. That structures were once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophoroi spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balances of our world. Thus we must seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal unto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsabard contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. Fantastic. I should like to believe they would not refuse us. Though perhaps we should concern ourselves with the aether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity indeed? Likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Isn't it, Oh, where was the new dungeon? I can't remember. It was like, what? It was, whatever. I'll find out soon enough. I'll find out in just a minute. All are present and accounted for. Excellent. We shall travel to Sharlayan and thence seek the nearby Isle of Ham. Near to the surface of this isle do rivers of aether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by the way of geysers. The Ragnaroks to be powered by aether harvested from the isle. But as well you know, an alternate power source is ultimately found for the vessel. Yes, I will be. I'm wondering if I'm going to have time due to the dungeon. I really hope... Well, no, I'm probably going to have to like delay and do the dungeon afterwards because I think it's going to run on too long. And I like doing it with NPCs. Passage of Ultima Thule to the very limits of existence was facilitated not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Ham's vast aether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the forum's permission. Yet again, with needing permission, it's nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear, and as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer we a recognized collective. Somewhat disadvantaged position, but bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail. The students of Beldessian. Upon arriving in Charlayan, let us seek our friends in the annex. Oh, I'm sure my feats aren't good enough to make a request, are they? Could I do the dungeon as a black mage? That was my intention, and now I'm scared. My intention was to do it as a black mage. I intend to do everything as a black mage. What brings you here today in such colorful company? On this occasion, we come to seek the student's assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Kryl. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor here with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Is it Graha? All according to plan. Oh, it's him. What's his name? I can't remember. Been a while since we talked to him.
Well, now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends.
As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If
Come on,
you are
Zero.
occupied, we shall call again.
Make some more friends.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenville occasionally comes and shares the latest gleam.
Erenville, that's what it is.
From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl
Oh,
farewell.
I just had a graphics error.
Hence my visit today.
I'm gonna have to restart my computer, I think. Yep. Be back in a moment. Probably on a new stream.